Welcome to MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next. If you're not too careful, you just might learn something.
Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next, and if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Today, we got a 1974 Jeep CJ in here. I love old school retro stuff, man. Just don't see much of it anymore. And we're going to be doing a hodgepodge of things to it. Buddy of mine coming through town. We got like one day to hit it with a hammer. So this is going to be kind of a run and gun kind of video. I'll try to, do a how-to as I can. The one thing I will focus on though in this video primarily is removing stuck and rusted in bolts. You'll know from one of my prior videos where we did a bushing that was stuck on like a 96 Chevy Lumina. This would be more of, a bolt stuck in the threads. This is a welded in frame or a body nut. Really classic example of what you're going to run into that's just going to make your life absolutely miserable. But I'm going to show you how to make quick work of it, and so let's get at it. All right, now what we're going to do here is we're working on the seatbelt bolt, which comes through the body right here. And what we're going to do first, we're going to have to take this tire off and get it out of the way so we got a little more room to work up in there. And then we're going to use some heat to get at that nut that bolt is threaded through. And the trick is you're going to heat the outside of that threaded nut that's welded to the body, and you got to be quick to get it hot so it will expand, but the bolt is still relatively cool, so the nut will expand away from the bolt, and in theory you can screw the bolt right out. And a lot of folks, they'll use like a propane torch or MAP gas or something like that, and the problem with that is that by the time you get the outside perimeter hot enough, you've done heated this bolt up and it's the same size, so you haven't really accomplished anything. With an oxyacetylene rig, you can throw a lot of heat to it in a pinpoint location very fast, and you get it hot, get it big, and get it out. So let's get started. All right, this, where I come from, is what they call a fire wrench. And that is what you break out when you're done playing. Now 90% of this is all technique. So what you want to do is you want to get in there and get that surrounding nut hot, hopefully before the center bolt gets hot, and then get out of it while my friend up here, when I tell him, he'll start wrenching that bolt loose. Here we go. Now we're going to get this nut glowing a nice cherry red. And when you got acetylene, you can accomplish that fairly quickly. You can use that rag James to Anything's getting a little too hot for your comfort up there. Alright, give that bolt a go. There you go. Just keep it moving. Keep it going. Keep moving. Almost there. Now you're at the end of the threads there, so it might stiffen up a bit, but keep it moving. And as we say back in Jersey, bada bing, bada boom. We're done. Rag. Don't use a wet rag. Burn the shit out of yourself. Use a dry one. You just toss it out here on the floor. There you go. Alright. You need to cool it down, cool the paint down or anything? Oh, you got it. Alright. One down and 6 or 8 projects to go. Alright, now what we're going to be doing is we are going to change out all 4 leaf springs on this Jeep. What he's got there is an aftermarket set of springs. You know, you can get a full set of aftermarket lift springs for less than almost half of what you're going to pay if you try to buy factory springs. So now, fortunately, in this vehicle, it's really quite easy to do. Let me get under here and I'll do a quick run through and show you what we're going to do here. We kind of got ahead of ourselves on the video here, but basically we took the 2 front tires off, and we'll have to take the 2 bottom shock absorber mounting bolts out, and then we'll take these 4 spring clamps, U-bolts, undo those. Okay, you can see I've already started working on this one over here.
Move the whole shaft.
Yeah, that's good. Come with all new nuts, washers, all that good shit.
Good.
Probably would have helped if I had switched over to the sockets. Shock sleeves here. I was hoping to flex enough to let me have it. We'll do that for you. That's what I was supposed to do. Brandon had a hard time believing me when I told him that this air chisel was older than he is. Do as I do. Now, you want to be careful. If you got any lines there, I'll have to do it yourself. Get the tie around one side here. You can double or triple and a half grand, whatever it takes. Place. Come over here and see if you can see what kind of upspeed you need on up here. How much you want? Hi. For those of you in YouTube land, you see what we were doing. We just pretty much hung the drive axle from frame rails. Now our springs are just hanging free with nothing on them. You undo the bolts, take them out. Now, the thing to remember on the 74 Jeep, especially if you have factory shackles on them, front or rear, this side of the shackle, you don't ever put a socket or try to turn this, because this part here pressed into the shackle, kind of like a lug nut, stud, if you will. So always start from here on the nut side and break that loose. Then if this starts spinning, you're free and clear. You ain't got to worry about breaking that. Or you already broke it, one or the other.